Hi, everybody. I'm Professor McHugh, in case you didn't already know. I'm going to be your instructor for your English 315 course. And I needed to make another announcement because there's a few things that we need to kind of touch up on. But I thought it'd be kind of nice to do a video this time for the announcement. So that way you can see me and you can actually hear me rather than just seeing me type out on the computer, which kind of gets boring after a while. So what I'm going to do is try to make this as short and sweet as possible. I know that we're all very busy and we don't have time to always view videos. And I won't always do these. I just thought, again, it'd be kind of nice for you to actually get to see me for once. So there's a couple things I want to talk about in the course that I think we need to address right away as we're kind of finishing up the end of week one. So let's talk about discussion boards. So if you noticed when you clicked on week one, if you're logged into Blackboard, which I am right at the moment, let me get in there myself. Excuse me. So under week one, you're going to see you have a to-do list, and you're going to notice there's kind of two different discussions that you're really going to be partaking in week one, which is not always the case. It's just that week one is kind of special because it's the first week and we're getting to know one another, and we ask that you introduce yourself, which is also going to help you, get your attendance for that week and your points and whatnot. So you need to participate in both the About Me discussion and the regular discussion board itself, okay? And you should be familiar with class policies and procedures. If not, you can go to the student area of the course, which has your course information in it, and everything is listed in there as far as requirements for the discussions, but generally you need to post your own initial thread and you need to reply to at least one other person. And the weeks end by the following Monday of each week at 9 a.m. So at that point, once Monday at 9 a.m. hits, I start grading them. And so if you have not participated, generally you get a 0 put in there. And that's really not something I want to happen, of course. I want you guys to all be able to be successful and to participate in those, without any issues. So if there's any confusion or any questions you have about the discussions, please, by all means, let me know. If you have not done your About Me discussion yet, please do that ASAP. So that way we can get to know you and you can start to kind of bring your own personality into the course and you can be involved. So there's that. And then, of course, every week there will be a discussion. Same kind of idea follows as making sure it's done, within the week and that you respond to someone. And then let me talk about OneDrive. So we have two different types of assignments that go on in this course. You have professional experience assignments, and then you have major assignments. Professional experience assignments are done in OneDrive, which is in Office 365. So if you're not already familiar, how you do that is when you click, if you're in week one, if you want to follow along with me, for example, you're going to see Professional Experience 1. Go ahead and click on that, and it's going to open up for you, and you're going to first see the link for it. That's going to take you to the document for that assignment. And then you're also going to see the instructions underneath it to submit into Blackboard. So with professional experiences, they're a little unique in the fact that you have to technically submit them twice. Not do it twice, but submit it twice. So what you're going to do is when you click on that link, it's going to open up to that OneDrive document. That is a shared document. So everyone in the course is able to edit it. Everyone has rights to it, and everyone can see it. So that's why they're called professional experience, because we're kind of sharing them with one another, and it's a group document where everybody gets a chance to kind of put their voice in there. So you first edit that document according to the instructions. Make sure it's saved. Make sure that your stuff is in there. There's no issue there. Please do not ever erase someone else's post. Do not ever edit anyone else's post. Only add your own information. If someone else has posted something before you, you go to the next line down or whatnot. But never edit something that someone else has already put in there, please, because that can be very detrimental to their assignment that they've just put a lot of work into. When you have finished that OneDrive document, then you're going to take, sometimes it's the link to an article, sometimes it's just copying and pasting what you wrote or whatnot. You're going to go back to Blackboard and you're going to click on the title where it says Professional Experience number 1. When that opens up, you can submit and show me that you also did it in OneDrive. And it'll, that it kind of eliminates any issues because that way if it's not showing in OneDrive but you're submitting it in Blackboard, I know that there's kind of a miscommunication. It's not that you didn't do it. Okay, so you have to submit it twice. So that's very important that you understand that. I've had a couple people already submitting in Blackboard, but there's no edit made to the OneDrive document. Unfortunately, I will not be able to grade it until you edit the OneDrive document. You have to do both. So I sent out a couple emails to a few people, so keep an eye out for that in case you're one of those, okay? I know that OneDrive is a little confusing. I know that a lot of you, this is kind of your first experience with Office 365. And to be very honest with you, last term was my first experience with it, so I'm still fairly new to it as well. But it is a wonderful tool, and it's very helpful. And if you run into any issues, of course, ask me. I can answer some basic questions about it that tend to be pretty easy, usually such as logging in and whatnot. But anything else that kind of gets more extensive, you can call the IT helpline. And underneath the link to OneDrive, you'll see it says if you run into any issues, please contact your instructor or call the IT help desk, and it gives you the number, okay, which is available for you. They're great. They're very helpful. So never be afraid to reach out to them because you want to make sure that your assignment is turned in on time at the end of week 1, just like everything else, okay? So I think that's pretty much it. Otherwise, keep up the good work. I'm loving meeting all of you and hearing what you have to say about email, because email certainly is a necessary evil. So hopefully you're enjoying the course already. And again, if you have any questions, please send me an email. I'm usually pretty good about answering them. It's harder for me sometimes to be able to talk on the phone. I'm all over the place all day, every day, but email is right there. It's very quick for me. I can answer it from multiple devices really quickly and send a quick response. So I usually prefer that method of communication. Okay? So I hope that you have a great end of week 1, and I will get back to you soon.